What's up guys, Freddy Fishfinger here, and I'm bringing you some Egg Bomb, and I just got done finishing the recording of this Egg Bomb already, and then I realized, hey, I sound totally delirious, and just, like, literally listening to it, I sounded just like this, and I'm just like, wow, what the fuck, I gotta do this again. So, this doesn't particularly matter because there are no grinding montages or, Nuzlucky things, so I thought, hey, I can actually start it again and make it entertaining. So let's actually do that. And, that doesn't really make a difference. Like I said, it's not a Nuzlocke or anything, so if you want to bitch and complain that that's not the first recording, then guess what? Deal with it. This one's gonna be better! Because I said so! That's me just going a little bit overboard, I think. But the good news is that I also know exactly how to get through this gym, and there's no dullness, there's no boringness, because we know what's going to happen. We know that there's a whole bunch of nubbles and slugmas in this gym, and we're just going to be okay. We're just going to be okay, we're going to get through, everybody's going to be happy. Can't complain, I'm going to be, everything's going to be okay. And surprisingly enough, I'm not sure whether it's going to come up later in the episode or not, but in the last recording that I tried to do, turns out that a slugma survived one of the explosions that one of the Chanseys did. Now, the reason why that makes me so amazed is because no Nummel that I ever exploded on survived. So I'm sitting here going, wait, what? And then, I just don't know, like, I thought the base speed of Nummel would... the base speed, goddamn. The base defense of Nummel would be a hell of a lot more than the base defense of a Slugma. So I don't know whether that's a thing or not. But I don't even know what to say. I'm just kind of like, well, is that a thing? I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Thing is, here in this battle, you'll see one of the dudes has a Kecleon there, and I know that we all know that somebody in the fire gym had a freaking Kecleon, but it's like, why do you have a Kecleon? I mean, you can say, oh, well, it's got flamethrower, all that. I don't care that the freaking Kecleon's got flamethrower. That doesn't make it a freaking fire type. Sure, maybe after it uses it, or in X and Y before it does, with Protean, but no, it's still a normal type. Get out. Just get out. It's not really the fire type that you're supposed to be. So that's one thing that I don't understand. But shit, it actually took that. Okay, maybe it is a fire type. I take that back. Seems pretty angry at me for not calling it a fire type. I don't know. But thing is that the Kecleon actually took it, and I really have to send out 2 Chanseys to kill? Oh my god. God, why are you using bind? You're not going to become a fire type by using bind. Wow, we got a crit bind. Jesus Christ. Look at the damage bind did. Holy crap, what is that? What is that? That's just crazy. That is just absolutely crazy. Alright, after this battle, because I think we're only going to have 1 Chansey left, I'm going to have to use a bunch of those max revives that we got. For the people that have not been keeping up to date with the series, that is all cool, I don't mind, but I'm going to explain this for you really quickly so that you guys know what's happening. I hacked into the game a whole bunch of things. Firstly, all the Pokemon that trainers have are level 100. Then, when you go to the mart, we get a whole bunch of items rather than having to purchase certain things. It's just a way of, like, forcing you to play the game in a certain way. Then, I've made it so the only Pokemon that you can get are Chanseys. Now, that might be excluding a couple of things, like, I think that we'll still be able to catch the Legends, and we'll still be able to, get, like, the random Wynaut egg. But other than that, you get 6 level 100 Chanseys, you get a level 1 Chansey, and then you get 2 level 1 Blissies. Now, the reasoning behind that was I needed to give a starting Pokemon. Actually, no, it wasn't a level 1 Chansey, it was a level 5 Chansey, I think. I think it was a level 5 Chansey. The reasoning behind all that was that we needed a starting Pokemon, so I thought, hey, why not if we're going to be using Chanseys, and that's the whole point of this thing. we'll just give you the Chansey to start with, then we'll go ahead and give you the Chanseys that you're actually going to be using. We'll take away all the wild Pokemon so that it forces you to be using all the Chanseys and stuff like that, and then we'll give you Blissies, which I have made so that they can learn all the HMs. So that's this game in a nutshell. The only moves that Chansey can actually learn are Explosion, Foresight, Leer, and Sword Stance, and that's basically supposed to get you through the entire game. If you can't hack it, too bad. If you can hack it, fantastic. But at the moment, I'm the only one playing this game because it was self-made, so got that. Now, what do you want, Flannery? What's going on?
Welcome. No wait. Puny trainer, how good to see you've made it here. I have been entrusted with the... No wait. I am Flannery, and I'm the gym leader here. No wait. Dare not underestimate me though. No wait. I have been leader only a short time. No wait. With the skills inherited from my grandfather, I shall, demonstrate the hot moves we have found on this land. No, wait! Just battle! Yeah!
That's what Flannery sounds like. When I make a voice, that is exactly how that person sounds. I kid you not. I kid you not. And the way to prove it is if you go back in the video when I was doing that voice, you will hear that same voice again. That proves that it's the same. Doubt my logic. Huh? Doubt my logic. Yeah. That's, as far as I'm concerned, that's how you prove things, isn't it? By doing them again. It's like, that just makes sense to me. So if you make the same mistake twice, for all those people out there that are like, you know, never make the same mistake twice, that shows that you're learning. Well, maybe you were meant to make the same mistake twice. It's like, because making the mistake was actually the right thing to do. Huh? Is that a weird thing? Huh? Think about that. Think about that. Maybe making the mistake was actually the right thing to do. Huh? Isn't that just like blowing your mind? Just like, it's like the explosion. See, that proves it again. The Eggb0mb Chanseys, and they use explosion, it explodes your mind, and all kind of and this guy here is the Slugma that survived the explosion. I kid you not. I have no idea how it survived, but it literally took the explosion on the smallest amount of red health, and I was like, see, there it is, look at this. What the hell? You saw the number before, didn't take the... Actually, you know what? I'm going to check the summary of Pickled over here. Oh, shit, I forgot the second part of the sprite wasn't in. Okay, 45 attack versus 33. Okay, so maybe it's got something to do with the fact that the explosion's coming off someone with 12 more attack points or something. Look, I guess, considering it's that low, but... Oh god, we're pulling bloody straws. We're pulling bloody straws to say, oh no, this one survived because of the 12 extra attack points, whereas the other Numble, the other Numble couldn't survive. Especially since Numble, I would expect at least to have a hell of a lot more defense. I mean, the freaking Slugma. And HP, not just defense, mind you, so... I don't know, take it or leave it, man. Take it or leave it. We're going to send out Poached, and now we are down to the Camerupt and the Torkoal. Is that right? Yeah, because we haven't seen the Torkoal yet. Of course, Torkoal would normally be Flannery's ace, because it just spams Overheat and Body Slam, and it's bulky, and it's a nightmare at this stage of the game. Normally, with Chanseys, I wouldn't so much say it's a nightmare, but it's not the worst thing in the world, so, yeah. Anyway. This overheat, how much are you going to do? How much are you going to do? Well, that's not terrible. I thought you were going to do less, to be honest. I mean, it's freaking Chansey here. It's a special defensive monster, so it's just like... It just, you know... Special attacks might as well bounce off this thing. Especially if your opponent's got a life orb. Because if your opponent's got a life orb, it's more than likely going to cop more of a loss by using a special attack against the Chansey than it is going to deal to the Chansey. Especially once you take into account the fact that Chansey in competitive is going to have the Eviolite and is going to be able to learn Soft Boiled. So it's pretty much have fun with that. God damn, it's actually crazy how just, I was gonna say broken, but it's not broken. It's just insanely bulky. It's just, it seems like it looks like a bulky Pokemon, but it just takes hits so unbelievably well. Literally, it just blows my mind. Again, with the blow your mind reference on Eggb0mb. God damn it. I'm such an idiot sometimes. But seriously, I remember having a Excadrill using Iron Head on a Chansey once, hoping to flinch it and then kill it the next turn. And it still had its Eviolite on, of course, and it's just like, god damn, you know, you're supposed to be a special defensive monster and you take the physical hit so bloody well as well. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that Chanseys are just so bulky. So unnecessarily bulky, to be honest. So unnecessarily bulky. But coming back to this, I'm letting this Chansey die so that we can get the other two back up to scratch, because of course with Explosion you need to always have one Pokemon left over. And the reason for that is because if you explode and that's your last Pokemon, then that's kind of like a forced tie, but the game doesn't really understand how to deal with a tie. Or it does, and they've deliberately decided to make it a loss, I'm thinking, because if you lose your last Pokemon, then you're out of Pokemon to use. Ha, you know, go figure, right? Well, then, of course, if you're going to walk into the grass, normally, I guess it makes sense that they, you know, make it so that you have to go back to the Pokemon Center when your last Pokemon dies, regardless of winning or loss. That being said, that means that you don't get your gym badge. That's one thing that I didn't even bother looking into hacking, and I'm pretty sure that that would be pretty freaking hard to actually hack out. So, that means that you don't explode with your last chance, you've got to make sure that you have at least one backup when you go for Explosion on your last turn, so that you can actually win. Yeah. And I want to go for a Leer ordinarily, because I know this thing's bulky, but I know that it's going to have White Smoke, so I'm going to have to go for Swords Dance. I'm just pointing that out just in case people are like, why would you go for a Swords Dance doubling your attack when you could just halve Torkoal's defense, which would be so much better? I know it's so much better. Don't get me wrong, I want to go for a Leer. Swords Dance is more an added thing for extra bulky Pokemon, or certain cases like this, like where, you know, you're against a Torkoal and you can't lower its defense. God damn it! Paralysis! Ugh. Now I remember why this Torkoal's such a dick. White Herb Overheat and freaking Body Slam with Paralysis. Come on. Come on now. But yeah, I think previously I was saying that the worst thing to come up against in this game would be Aggron, because it 4 times resists Explosion and it's really bulky. I'm thinking that, well, we've already seen, if you've been watching the other episodes, that Skarmory is just a bitch and a half to deal with. But I'm thinking now that the other Pokemon that would be just a pain to deal with would be Metagross. That's because Metagross, of course, has Clear Body, unless you got your Dream World Metagross with freaking, what is it, Light Metal or something? that nobody ever uses, because what the hell. But, yeah, that's going to be another thing that's going to be a pain to actually deal with, because we can't lower the defense of that, which means that we're going to have to boost Chansey's attack, which I've already explained is not ideal. I mean, you guys saw before, this is a level 100 Chansey, and we're talking, you know, 45 attack. Double that, you get, what, 90? You get 90 attack, or if you double the 33, you get 66? It's like, yeah, it can be done. I mean, why the hell not? But it's a hell of a lot better to lower someone's defense from 100 to 50 than it is upping your attack from 30 to 60. It makes a huge difference. So Swords Dance was supposed to be there just to be an added thing. But yeah, I don't think that we're gonna get. I just think against some Pokemon we're gonna have a fair amount of difficulty, especially since those couple Pokemon that were previously mentioned, you know, your Skarmory and your Aggron, your Metagross, primarily hit on the physical side, which of course is Chanseys' weaknesses, and I can't give it an Eviolite in this game because it doesn't exist. Something about a Heat Badge leveling up 50 Pokemon, you know, they'll obey me. Well, I've already got level 100s, and they technically aren't mine, but because they were given to me in-game, they are counted as yours, so that's beating around that system there, you know. I don't get that why. Like, if you trade a Pokemon, that Pokemon, that belonged to you is registered. Sorry, the Pokemon that was caught by the person who traded it to you, or, you know, assigned to the person who traded it to you, it's their Pokemon, and it gets boosted, but if the Pokemon was given, it's generally given your trainer ID, and therefore, I don't know, whatever, not the point. Not the point. The point is that we beat Flannery, and we're all good, and hopefully this recording wasn't as dull as fuck, because I know that the last one was, like I already said. And now, we get an awesome encounter with May! Yeah, May! How you doing?
Freddy, long time no see! Oh, while I was visiting the hot springs, you got the leverage gym badge. You must have collected good Pokemon. No, I believe you raised some. I haven't.
Goddamn.
I guess it would be okay for you to have these, the Go Goggles, which are better than the Stop Goggles. With the Go Goggles, you'll have no trouble getting through Route 111. It's a deserty thingy-my-bobby, which you're not gonna go to anyway because you don't need to, but yeah! But while Freddy challenging gyms, you're trying hard because you don't want to lose to me, I bet.
Yeah, sure.
Freddy, I think I should challenge your dad in Petalburg Gym. See you again. Even though you'll see me maybe 2 more times and then never battle me again. Never get to see the final evolution of my starter Pokemon in normal games. I mean, I know this time around it's Skarmory, so I can't evolve anyway, but normally you only get to see my, like, Mass-Chomp or Combuskin or
What's its name?
Grovyle. And then I never evolved into the final form because I'm not a very good trainer.
Actually, I really hope they do that in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That pissed me off more than it should have, but still, it's a thing. But I'm going to rest up in this little area here. And next time, we are just going to start in Petalburg. And the reason for that is because there are no trainers between here and Petalburg, unless I, like, skip them or whatever. But really, nah. We're not going to have a montage. We are just going to be battling the Petalburg Gym in the next episode, and that's where we'll start from. So, Freddy Fishfinger, out.